Hey y'all, welcome back to Ukulele Wine Time. My name is Catherine. Hello. Today we're going to learn how to play Sally's song from Nightmare Before Christmas. Let's do it. Ukulele Wine Time. To play this song, you'll need 5 chords: E minor, F, B7, D7, and G. If you need a review of how to play these chords, check out the timestamps below. I do a chord overview at the end of this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how the chords line up with the lyrics of the song. We're going to do a little bit of counting so you can feel more confident when you're playing the song. We'll talk about starting pitch, strumming. We'll do a wine break, of course, because this is ukulele wine time. And then we'll do a full playthrough of the song together. By the way, this video is a tutorial on playing the chords to this song, accompanying yourself while singing. If you're looking for a great fingerstyle arrangement of the song, check out my friend Jiggy with Biggie. She put together a great tutorial for Sally's song, and I've linked that below, so definitely check that out. So I follow the lyrics method for all of my song tutorials. You can check that out here if you're interested. And before we jump in, we need 3 pieces of important information. So we need the key, the time signature, and the form. So we are in the key of E minor. That means E minor is our home base, and that's the same as the original Nightmare Before Christmas version. As far as time feel, we're in a fast 4. This song has an interesting time feel, so there are some added bars of 2, and I will go over those in the counting section, but just knowing that for the most part, our heartbeat of the song is 4. And then as far as form, there's basically just one section of the song, we could call it a verse, and it repeats, and that's the whole song. So one set of lyrics with chords, and then another set of lyrics with the same chords. So maybe we'll call it AA or 2 verses. We'll begin by lining up the chords with the lyrics. So if you've got your printout, you can take a look at that. This is great because I've got the words bolded that line up with the chords, and that's especially important for this song. It's very flowy, but we do have some great word anchors. And that's when a chord lines up directly with a lyric on a downbeat. So we're going to start with E minor, F, B7, and back to E minor. Those are our first 4 chords. Our first word we're lining up is the word something with E minor, and then wind with F. It's going to sound like this. I sense there's something in the wind. Next, we've got tragedy with B7 and back to E minor on the word hand. That feels like tragedies at hand. Let's keep going. This next one happens pretty quickly. If it's too much, you can actually leave out this D7 if you'd like to add it. It's kind of a cool addition. So it happens really quickly on the word I'd. And though I'd like, so it's a D7 to a G. I'd like, or you can just do, and though I'd like to stand by him. F chord on the word him. Next we have feeling that lines up with B7, and E minor lines up with have. So can't shake this feeling that I have. Then it does it again. The worst is just around the bend. Bend with F. And does he notice my feelings for him? So notice is B7. 4 lines up with F. And then our last line, we switch back and forth between E minor and B7. On the word see and how much, and will you see how much he means to me? I think it's not to be. Let's put that all together. So check out, I've got the lyrics bolded there for the ones that line up exactly with the chords. Cool. So we'll try the verse nice and slow together, and we can play an E minor chord to start, and I'll give us a count off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I sense sense there's something in the wind that feels like tragedies at hand. And though I'd like to stand by him, can't shake this feeling that I have. The worst is just around the bend. And does he notice my feelings for him? And will he see how much he means to me? I think it's not to be. All right, that's our verse. Let's take a look at counting in this song. Now, I mentioned earlier that we have a couple bars of 2 in the song. And what that means is that our heartbeat is not in 4 or groups of 4 the whole way through. We've got some little bars of 2 that kind of stretch out these phrases, which kind of adds to the uniqueness and spookiness and floatiness of this song. So if you are interested in a deeper dive into counting, let's try that together now. I'll give you 4 beats and then we're in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor 2, 3, 4. F 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What will become of my dear friend? Okay, so that's our counting. I hope you followed along with that, seeing those bars of 2 there, or those places where the phrases are just stretched out a little bit. If you've got the printable, you can follow along with the slash notation there and really see the counting. I do recommend kind of listening to what we just did, and you can count along on the sheet, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and that's really going to help solidify the time feel of the song. Strumming pattern options. So as always, I start with a simple downstroke on the chords, and it turns out that's perfect for this song. You could keep it there and it would be awesome. Nice and simple. So I was doing kind of a pull-off sound where I'm taking all 4 strings with my 4 fingers here and just plucking together. For me, that was kind of a natural way to play this song. It felt like it suited the song, and it was like added to the spookiness. So that's what I found myself naturally doing. So you could try that just once per chord. You could also do a downstroke. I sense there's something in the wind that feels like tragedies at hand. And then as always, you can add an additional downstroke there for more motion. So that would sound like this. I sense there's something in the wind that feels like tragedies at hand. All right, so adding an additional downstroke. So that's kind of our baseline pattern for strumming. So you've got the pluck or the downstroke. Another option for you, this one doesn't really lend itself well to like a really like anything like that. I'm just keeping it nice and simple for you to really capture the mood of the song. There is a basic finger picking pattern that you could try for this too. So So I am using my thumb, my middle finger, and my ring finger of my right hand. These are plucking together, and then my pointer finger is plucking after that. So, and I'm on, my thumb is on the top string. Okay, so there's 3 strings being plucked together. And then my pointer finger is on the C string, and that's coming after. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I sense there's something in the wind that feels like tragedies at hand. And though I'd like to stand by him. So that's what that sounds like, and you can keep that pattern the same throughout, except for that D7, which happens, you can do a full pluck there, and then you can resume the pattern after that. And actually, I counted that wrong. It's not 1 and 2 and, it's actually, because this is a fast 4 that we're feeling, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I sense there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Feels like tragedies at 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're going to try this strumming pattern, I recommend going back to our counting and doing the pattern along with us counting through the chords. That will be a great practice exercise for this song. Starting pitch for this song, so we are in the key of E minor, and our first note of the melody is actually an E. I, and depending on your vocal range, it might feel better for you to sing it low, like I've been doing, or you can sing it actually, I sense there's something in the wind, up an octave, which is how the original version is, or you can do it an octave below, which just means a lower E. And then you'll have to go down an octave. And the second note, if you want to find that too, so it's E to G. So you can play your open E string and then your G string. And those are the first 2 notes that actually build to build the E minor chord. So E minor chord is E, G, B. And your first 2 notes that you sing are E, G. I sense. Hooray! It's time for our wine break. Cheers! I see you out there taking time out of your day to get creative and learn a new song. That's so awesome. So cheers to you. Clink. No matter what you're drinking, wine's always optional. I'm so happy that you're here. This is one of my favorite Halloween songs. It always has been. I just love this song. It's so beautiful and haunting. By the way, there's other really, obviously you probably know the Nightmare Before Christmas version, but there's some other great recordings out there. Check out the Billie Eilish version. It's really awesome, incredible. Fiona Apple also does a cool version of this. I'm sure there are others. I need to go check out some more. Anyway, and let me know if you post your own version of this. I would love to check it out. So send it to me or tag me. I would love to hear it. Once again, if you're looking for a fingerstyle version of this song, definitely check out Jiggy with Viggy. We are partnering to bring you this song. So check out her version. I'll link that down below. Also, if you're finding this video helpful and delightful and spooky, please cheers the like button below, and I hope you subscribe for more ukulele wine time. All right, y'all, I think it's time for our full song play along. Let's do it. Here's your starting pitch once more. Or la, la. I'll give you 4 beats and then we're in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I sense there's something in the wind that feels like tragedies at hand. Although I'd like to stand by him, can't shake this feeling that I have. The worst is just around the bend. And does he notice my feelings for him? And will he see how much he means to me? I think it's not to be. What will become of my dear friend? Where will his actions lead us then? Although I'd like to join the crowd in their enthusiastic cloud, try as I may, it doesn't last. And will we ever end up together? No, I think not. It's never to become, for I am not the one. And you can really stretch that ending a little bit. And then you can do kind of a E minor arpeggio there at the end, just going down your strings. And an E minor, maybe slowing down a little bit. Nice spooky ending. And there you have it, Sally's song. I hope you enjoyed learning and playing that song together with me. I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you very soon. Cheers and happy Halloween. Ukulele wine time. Here's the chord overview if you need a little guidance playing these chords. We'll start with our E minor chord. So first, our ukulele fingers, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna use our 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3. This makes a diagonal up your fretboard. So we'll start with our ring finger. It's on the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th fret on your C string or 2nd string down from your face. And then from there, the fingers travel up the fretboard. So middle finger on the 3rd fret, pointer finger on the 2nd fret. So there's our E minor chord. And then let me show you B7 next, because this, we're gonna take this same shape. All you're gonna do is shift it over one set of strings, same shape, same frets, for our B7 chord, okay? And that's really nice to think about in this song, because we have several moments or transitions where we're switching back and forth between E minor and B7. So great to practice that little shape there. And then in the B7, you do have an open string, your A string, so make sure that your pointer finger especially is nice and tall on the fretboard there. So make sure you're not touching that A string so it buzzes. Okay, we've got D7. So you can really play this with fingers 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. I think for this song, it's easier to use peace sign fingers because you're switching from your D7 to G. So let's start with the D7. So you've got a string in the middle. So these fingers are on the 2nd fret, pointer finger on the top string or your G string, skip a string. So that's your D7. Okay, and then you're moving to a G chord after that. So we're gonna switch everything over on the fretboard so you can keep those same fingers, same fret, jump over a set of strings. And then your ring finger will come down on that string that you skipped on the 3rd fret. And that is your G chord. And this is nice. I like kind of isolating the transitions between chords, especially if they're a little bit tricky for beginners. So I'm moving my D7 to my G. So that's a place worth just isolating those chords, especially if you're doing the D7 chord in this song. It happens so quickly. Okay. Last up, we've got, Oh, an F chord. Last up, we've got F. Okay, so another 2-finger chord, peace sign fingers. So we've got second finger or middle finger on the second fret on your top string or your G string. Then skip a string, and your pointer finger is on the first fret on your E string. That's our F chord. That's what that looks like. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you soon. Cheers. Ukulele wine time.